Nothing. It's a concept we think we understand, yet the more we try to define it, the stranger it becomes. Is nothing just the absence of something? Or is it something entirely of its own? Today on Mind Stretch, we'll dive into the science and philosophy of emptiness. From quantum mechanics to cosmology to ancient thought, we'll explore how nothing is more than meets the eye, or less. Let's begin. Let's start with the basics. What do we mean when we say nothing? At first glance, it seems simple. Nothing is just the absence of something, right? But even this definition runs into problems. For example, if you say there's nothing in an empty room, is that really true? There's still air, light, gravity, and even dust particles. Even in space, which we often think of as nothingness, there are quantum fields, radiation, and the fabric of space-time itself. Philosophers have wrestled with this question for centuries. Aristotle argued that a true vacuum, absolute nothingness, couldn't exist because nature would always fill it with something. This idea, known as horror vacui, dominated Western thought for over 1,000 years. But then, in the 17th century, scientists like Evangelista Torricelli created vacuums in the lab, proving Aristotle wrong. However, even these vacuums weren't truly empty. They were just devoid of air. But what about a perfect vacuum? A space so empty that nothing, no matter, no energy, exists within it. Physicists tell us that even this kind of nothing doesn't truly exist. In quantum mechanics, the vacuum is far from empty. Instead, it's a bubbling sea of activity called quantum foam. In a quantum vacuum, particles and antiparticles pop in and out of existence, appearing for fractions of a second before annihilating each other. These fluctuations are the result of uncertainty at the quantum level. Energy briefly borrows from nothing to create something, only to return it moments later. Incredibly, these tiny fluctuations may have played a role in the creation of the universe itself. Think about that. What we call nothing is actually a dynamic, energetic state that might hold the key to understanding everything. It's a humbling reminder that reality is far stranger than we imagine. Now let's scale up. What about the ultimate nothing? The state of the universe before the Big Bang. Most cosmologists agree that time, space, and matter began with the Big Bang. In this sense, asking what came before is meaningless. Time itself didn't exist, so there was no before. It's like asking, what's north of the North Pole? But some theories challenge this idea. The multiverse hypothesis suggests that our universe might be one of countless others, each with its own laws of physics. Between these universes might exist a kind of nothingness, a void with no matter or energy, but perhaps governed by quantum fields. Alternatively, cyclic models propose that the universe oscillates between big bangs and big crunches, where nothingness is simply the transition between cycles. These ideas blur the line between nothingness and somethingness, reminding us that our understanding of the cosmos is still in its infancy. If physics struggles to define nothing, philosophy takes it even further. The German philosopher Martin Heidegger famously asked, "Why is there something rather than nothing?" It's a question that goes beyond science, touching on the nature of existence itself. For some thinkers, nothingness is a purely abstract concept, a mental construct that cannot exist in reality. The ancient Greek philosopher Parmenides argued that nothingness is impossible because it's a contradiction. To think of nothing is to make it something. But others, like existentialist Jean-Paul Sartre, saw nothingness as central to human experience. For Sartre, our ability to imagine what is not defines our freedom and creativity. In this sense, nothingness isn't just an absence, it's a presence, a space where possibilities emerge, where thought begins. So, if true nothingness is so elusive, why do we care about it? Because even the concept of nothing shapes our everyday lives. Think about silence in music. It's the pauses between notes that create rhythm and emotion. Or the spaces in art where emptiness defines form. Even in science, The vacuum of space is what allows stars, planets, and galaxies to exist and move. Nothingness, it turns out, isn't just an abstract idea. It's woven into the fabric of existence, giving structure and meaning to the universe. It's a paradox. Without nothing, there could be no something. So, what is nothing? Is it the absence of something? Or is it a hidden foundation for everything we know? Science, philosophy, and art all give us different answers. But perhaps the beauty of nothing lies in its mystery. It's not just what we don't know, it's what keeps us asking questions. What do you think? Can true nothingness exist? Or is it just an illusion? Let us know in the comments below. If this video stretched your mind, give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell to join us on more explorations of the universe with Mind Stretch. Until next time,